wizard.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're going to have a fantastic day today. God bless you all, and all praise be to Jesus Christ. So, on the last video, on my Friday video, I was thinking we'd go into the weekend pumping up to 100K. Just pump up to 100K. It looked like primed, ready to go. But it took a little bit longer, but we did get the move up to 100K. And we are starting to diverge here on the 1 hour. Now we could have a possible curve on this VWAP starting to form a curve to the upside like we've seen here. Right now it is shooting straight down. We are getting a red dot. I was looking at the 4 hour to see if the VWAP was also going to try to curve up here. It's hard to tell right now, but I could see a potential curve. We are getting a red dot, and with how high this momentum wave is, I could see us possibly going from the daily VWAP down to the previous day, which would be a healthy move looking on the 1 hour. And it's very possible we are starting to lose the VWAP. We are diverging on money flow, VWAP, as well as momentum here. So I could see us potentially coming back down to this previous day VWAP right around 100K to continue higher. Like I said, on this 4 hour, very, very high momentum wave. The daily looks like she could be ready to start coming down, but this money flow is ripping, and it's looking like we are primed. We are primed for all-time highs before too long. The way money VWAP's really high over this zero line on this weekly, which means she's probably going to have some room to ebb and flow as she goes. As you see here, she can ebb and flow and potentially bounce off this zero line when she's above it. And of course, the monthly is curving up, looking to pinch a green dot. And she is, I'm not going to lie, she is looking primed for all-time highs. And I was looking, I went back and looked on the weekly because I remember in 2017, it was April or May, we hit a new all-time high. We had a pretty good crash after, but by the end of the year, we had a new all-time high. Right, and this was the 2017 cycle. We ran up in May, or really in April, sold in May, and then we had an all-time high by the end of the year. Continuing the cycle that confirms the all-time high towards the end of the year, and then we go into the bear market. And I was just comparing the two that we've made an all-time high right here, and we could potentially. I'm not going to say, I'm just curious as if we do make a new all-time high right around the time we made an all-time high in the 2017 cycle, about a month apart, if this all-time high would lead us into the bear market, or are we still going to hit an all-time high by the end of the year? Even if we come up here, boom, hit 126K at this spider line, and will that lead us into the bear market, or are we going to have one more leg up? And make an all-time high by the end of the year. So I'm curious. I'm ready to see how that's gonna play out. Because the halvening happened, or all-time highs happened pre-halvening. So people say that I'm not sure. I read the charts. I listened to the pre-halvening. It messed up the cycle. Blah blah blah. I listened to it. I'm curious about it, but really I'm just looking at the chart. And on that monthly, boom, you're about to look what this green dot did. Boom. Look what that green dot did. What does a green dot do? Boom. Straight up. Okay. And now we have the potential for that in 22 days. So that's what I'm curious about. For right here, I should have drew some fibs to the upside, but we can just use, I don't know. So if we are going to get a move down, I'd be looking at the previous day if we're not holding that. Obviously, the weekly down here. Hard to call to the upside. Like I just said, I should have drew some fibs. But my guess is we'll just go from this high. I'd be looking about 106K as a rejection point if we're not going to go higher. But like I said, from the evidence on these higher time frames, we're getting primed. We're getting primed for all-time highs. I'm just curious if that's gonna lead into the bear market, or do we still have one more all-time high by the end of the year, like the cycles have proven in the past. But that will do it for me. I hope you all have a great day. God bless all of you. All praise be to Jesus Christ. I'm out.